Hello everyone, and welcome to Daily English Zone. My name is Marco. Today, I want to talk about something that touches almost everyone at some point in life: betrayal. It can come from a friend, a partner, or someone you deeply trusted. When you are betrayed, it feels like your heart breaks in silence. The world becomes heavy, and even simple words feel hard to say. But let's remember something important. Pain can also be a teacher. When someone betrays you, it teaches you who truly deserves your trust. It teaches you to listen to actions, not just words. You can say in English, "I trusted him, but he let me down," or "she broke my trust." These expressions are simple but full of emotion. In English, when we describe betrayal, we often use strong verbs like hurt, lie, or cheat. For example, "he lied to me," or "she cheated on my trust." These phrases help you speak clearly about feelings that are real and deep. And here's a soft truth. Betrayal doesn't destroy you. It shows you your strength. It pushes you to rebuild yourself. You can say, "I was hurt, but I learned." That's not weakness, that's growth. So today, as you listen, remember that being betrayed doesn't mean you lost. It means you have a new chance to rise, to learn, and to become stronger than ever. When someone betrays you, the first feeling that comes is shock. You ask yourself, "Why did this happen?" or "How could they do this to me?" These are natural questions, and in English, we often express this emotion by saying, "I can't believe it," or "It feels unreal." Betrayal doesn't just hurt your heart, it shakes your confidence. You start to doubt others and even yourself. But here's a helpful English phrase to remember. Don't lose yourself because of someone else's mistake. It means you should not let another person's action change who you are. When you feel betrayed, take a step back. Breathe. Say to yourself, "I will not let this break me." Notice how this simple sentence uses the future tense, will not, showing hope and strength. English helps us express our emotions with power when we choose the right words. Sometimes we try to hide our feelings, but expressing them is healthy. You can say, "I feel disappointed," or "I feel hurt, but I will be okay." Saying these words helps you heal faster. Remember, betrayal may hurt today, but it can't stop your future. Every strong person once felt broken, but they stood up again. You can too. After betrayal, silence becomes your best friend. You stop talking for a while, not because you have nothing to say, but because your heart needs space to breathe. In English, we can say, "I needed some time alone," or "I wanted to clear my mind." These phrases describe that quiet moment when you start to heal. Sometimes people rush to move on too quickly, but true healing takes time. It's okay to say, "I'm not ready yet," or "I need to understand what happened." These are powerful sentences that show self-awareness, an important part of emotional growth. You may feel angry, sad, or even confused, but instead of hiding those emotions, try turning them into lessons. Think of what you've learned. "I learned to trust carefully," or "I learned to value myself more." Using the past tense here reminds you that you are already moving forward. In life and in language, expression brings healing. Every word you say becomes a small piece of your recovery. So next time you feel pain, speak it out, gently, clearly, and in English if you can. You're not just practicing a language, you're rebuilding yourself. One of the hardest parts of being betrayed is losing trust, not only in others, but sometimes in yourself. You start thinking, "How did I not see it?" or "Maybe it's my fault." But it's important to remind yourself, trusting someone is not a mistake. Betraying that trust is. This sentence helps you remember who is truly responsible. In English, we can say, "He broke my trust," or "She let me down." These are natural ways to talk about disappointment. But there's another powerful phrase. "I gave my trust freely, and that shows my strength." Trust is a sign of kindness, not weakness. To rebuild trust, start small. Use phrases like, I'm learning to open up again, or I'm taking one step at a time. These expressions show growth and courage. Notice how they use the present continuous tense, which means the healing process is still happening. Sometimes we build walls around our hearts after betrayal. But remember, walls keep love out too. You can say, I want to protect myself, but not close my heart. This balance makes you wiser, not colder. Betrayal might have changed your story, but it doesn't define your ending. You still have the power to trust again, carefully but confidently. When someone betrays you, forgiveness may seem impossible. You might think, they don't deserve it, or I'll never forgive them. And that's okay, because forgiveness doesn't happen fast. In English, we can say, I need time to forgive, or I'm not ready to forgive yet. These are honest and healthy expressions. But here's something to remember. Forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. When you forgive, you free your own heart from carrying pain. You can say, I choose peace over anger, or I forgive to feel free. These phrases show emotional maturity and strength. In English culture, forgiveness is often connected to letting go. For example, you can say, let it go, or don't hold on to the past. These phrases don't mean you forget, they mean you stop letting pain control you. Forgiving doesn't mean trusting again. You can forgive someone and still decide to walk away. A good sentence to remember is, I forgive, but I won't forget what I learned. That's how you protect your heart and grow wiser. So, when you think about forgiveness, don't rush. Speak kindly to yourself and say, I'll forgive when I'm ready. Healing starts with understanding, not pretending everything is fine. After betrayal, you might feel like you've lost part of yourself. You begin to question everything, your choices, your emotions, even your kindness. But remember this, being betrayed doesn't mean you were wrong to care. It means you were brave enough to love and trust. In English, we can say, I gave my best, and that's enough. This simple sentence reminds you that your goodness is not a weakness. When someone lies or breaks a promise, it reflects their character, not yours. You can express it by saying, their actions don't define me. Sometimes people close their hearts after being hurt. They say, I'll never trust again. But that phrase only builds a cage around your happiness. Instead, try to say, I'll trust carefully next time, or I'll listen to my heart, but also to my mind. That balance is where wisdom begins. Betrayal can make you stronger if you let it. Use the pain as motivation to grow, not as a reason to stop caring. You can say, I'm learning from this, or I'm becoming stronger because of it. Notice how using present continuous tense shows progress. It means healing is happening right now. Every painful experience teaches you something valuable. Even betrayal can open your eyes to who you are and what you deserve. When you're betrayed, your mind often replays every moment, every word, trying to find signs you missed. You ask yourself, was it all fake? Or did they ever care? These thoughts are normal, but they can keep you trapped in the past. In English, you can say, I keep thinking about what happened, or I can't stop replaying it in my mind. But here's an important truth. You can't change the past, but you can change your focus. Instead of asking, why did this happen, try asking, what can I learn from this? This small change in language can shift your entire mindset. It moves you from pain to power. You might also say, I'm learning to let go, or I'm starting to focus on my peace. These are positive sentences. They show that you are not staying stuck in sadness. English has a beautiful expression, what's done is done. It means the past cannot be undone, so holding on only hurts you more. The best thing you can do is take the lesson and move forward. So today, if memories of betrayal come back, don't fight them, understand them. Say to yourself, this happened to teach me something, and then breathe. That's how healing begins, one peaceful breath at a time. When you've been betrayed, loneliness often follows. The people you trusted may disappear, and suddenly silence feels louder than ever. But being alone doesn't mean being empty. It can become the time when you truly meet yourself. You can say, I'm learning to enjoy my own company, or I'm spending time with myself. In English, we sometimes use the phrase, alone but not lonely. It means you may be by yourself, but you're still peaceful and strong inside. That's the kind of independence betrayal can teach you, how to stand tall on your own. You can also use positive sentences like, I'm rediscovering who I am, or I'm focusing on my happiness. These expressions remind you that your life doesn't stop because someone left. During this time, do small things that heal you. Take a walk, listen to music, write your thoughts in English. For example, today I feel calm, or I'm grateful for my strength. Each sentence helps you grow emotionally and improve your English too. So, instead of fearing loneliness, welcome it. It's not a punishment, it's a pause. It gives you space to breathe, to heal, and to remember that your peace is something no one can betray. Betrayal doesn't just change how you see others, it also changes how you see life. You start noticing who truly cares and who was only there for convenience. It's painful, but also powerful. In English, you can say, I learned who my real friends are, or this experience opened my eyes. These sentences show growth and awareness. Sometimes betrayal teaches you boundaries. You can say, now I know what I will and won't accept, or I've learned to say no. These are strong and healthy expressions. They mean you respect yourself more now. In many cultures, people believe pain is a teacher, and English has a similar saying, every lesson comes with a price. The price of betrayal is high, but the wisdom you gain is worth it. You understand loyalty, truth, and the meaning of trust more deeply than before. You can also practice speaking positively. I'm stronger now. I'm wiser now. I'm moving forward. Each of these uses the present continuous or present simple tense, showing progress and stability. So yes, betrayal hurts, but it also shapes you into someone wiser, calmer, and more aware. Sometimes you have to lose false people to find your true self. After betrayal, many people build emotional walls to protect themselves. It's natural to say, I don't want to be hurt again, or I can't trust anyone now. But protecting yourself doesn't mean closing your heart. It means learning to trust wisely. You can say, I will take time before I trust again, or I'll listen to actions, not just words. These are balanced and mature ways to express caution. In English, there's a helpful phrase, once bitten, twice shy. It means that after being hurt once, you become more careful. It's not fear, it's wisdom. Still, remember this, not everyone will hurt you. There are kind people who understand loyalty and value honesty. You can express hope by saying, I believe good people still exist, or I'm open to real connections. Positive language brings positive feelings. When you speak, try using sentences that mix realism with hope. I've been hurt, but I'm healing. Or, I'm cautious, but not closed. These show emotional balance, an important life skill and language lesson together. So, protect your peace, but don't stop believing in goodness. Your heart was made to love, not to live in fear. One day, you'll realize the pain doesn't hurt as much as before. That's when healing truly begins. You'll wake up and think, I'm okay, or I can smile again. These are simple English sentences, but they carry deep emotion. They show recovery. Healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, like sunlight after a storm. You can say, I'm taking it one day at a time, or I'm learning to trust life again. These are good daily affirmations to practice in English and in your heart. As time passes, you start to understand the difference between letting go and giving up. Letting go means you're choosing peace. You can say, I've accepted what happened, or I'm moving forward. These phrases show emotional maturity. In English, we sometimes say, time heals all wounds. It may not erase the scar, but it makes it softer. What once broke you becomes part of your story, not your identity. So, if you're still hurting, don't rush. Healing takes time, but it always arrives. And when it does, you'll be grateful not just for the strength you found, but also for the wisdom that came with it. When you reach the stage of peace after betrayal, something beautiful happens. You rediscover yourself. You begin to see your worth clearly again. You can say, "I know who I am now," or "I've learned to love myself." These simple English sentences are powerful because they show self-respect. Many people lose confidence after being betrayed. They feel they're not enough. But remember this phrase, "I am enough." It's short, but it carries incredible strength. Say it every morning. Believe it. In English, we also say, self-love is not selfish. It means caring for yourself is not wrong, it's necessary. When you focus on healing, you begin to attract peace, not drama. You can say, "I enjoy my own calm life," or "I choose people who bring light, not darkness." These are sentences filled with positivity and emotional clarity. Betrayal may have changed you, but it didn't destroy you. It helped you rebuild yourself from the inside out. And that version of you, wiser, calmer, stronger, is the most beautiful one yet.
After betrayal, you learn one of the greatest lessons in life, that peace is more valuable than revenge. Many people think, "I'll show them," or "I'll make them regret it." But revenge only keeps you stuck in the same pain. In English, there's a wise saying, "Don't look back, you're not going that way." It means your focus should be on your future, not on those who hurt you. You can say, "I don't need revenge, I just need peace," or "My happiness is my answer." These are confident and positive ways to express your strength. Forgiving doesn't make you weak, it shows emotional intelligence. Instead of asking, "Why did they hurt me?" ask, "What did I learn from this?" It's a simple change of words, but it transforms your energy. You can also say, "I'm proud of how I handled pain," or "I've grown stronger through this experience." In English, the phrase "rise above" means not letting negative people pull you down. So rise above the hurt, keep your dignity, choose peace over anger and growth over bitterness. That's how true healing begins, quietly, with strength and self-respect. When you've been betrayed and survived it, something inside you changes forever. You become wiser, softer, and stronger. You start to see that every ending is also a beginning. In English, you can say, "It was painful, but it made me grow," or "That experience helped me understand real strength." These sentences show not just recovery, but transformation. You learn to value honesty, loyalty, and kindness more than ever. You can say, "Now I know what real friendship means," or "I choose people who respect my heart." These expressions help you build healthier connections. Betrayal once broke your trust, but it also revealed your resilience. Every time you said, "I'll be okay," and kept going, you proved your courage. You can tell yourself proudly, "I didn't give up on myself." And that's what this story is really about, not pain, but power. You faced hurt, but you found hope. You were betrayed, but you still choose love, peace, and growth. That's true strength. Thank you for listening to Daily English Zone. If this podcast touched your heart, please like, share, and comment. Your support helps more learners find hope, healing, and the courage to keep going in English and in life.